Hello and welcome to today's math lesson. So first of all, guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera? Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our laps, and close our eyes. And when you're ready, guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. And next we'll do our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And we can begin by stretching up high to the sky. High as we can. And then let's go down low, touch our toes. Back up high one more time. And this time, can we go tippy toe high? And while we're there, let's have a wave side to side. Excellent, guys. And then back down to touch our toes again. Stand up straight, guys, and shake it out. Arms and legs, shake it out. Now we'll do some stretches. Let's do 5 stretches to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can do 5 stretches to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. And then we can have another shake. Arms and legs, shake it out one more time. And then take our right hand and find our left foot. Then left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. left hand, right foot. And to finish, guys, we can do 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. So welcome to today's math lesson. And what we're going to do to begin is we're going to do a recap of the previous lessons where we learned about a particular type of chart or graph. And what type of graph did we learn about last time, guys? Line graph, yes. Can be called, like I say, the term chart or graph are changeable because we can have lines or graphs to describe the same things. And in the previous lesson, it was line graphs. So line, L-I-N-E, and then graphs, G-R-A-P-H-S. So altogether, line graphs. Yes. And remember, the good thing about a line graph is that they can give us a reading of different statistics over a period of time. Like when there's an increase in data, the line goes up. When there's a decrease in data, the line will go down. So it's easy to see what way it's traveling. And if data stays the same, the line will be straight. What we're going to do now is a recap exercise is we're going to have our students come forward and create their own line graph on the board to show their understanding. And like all graphs and charts, the first thing we need before we even start drawing a line chart or graph is a title. We need to know what the line graph is going to be about. So the student I would like to come forward and show us what the line graph is about is Dan. Come and join me at the front, please, Dan. We'll have a line graph to show the number of visitors. The title of our line graph will be number of visitors. So that's the phrase that needs to be written as the title. And number is N-U-M-B-E-R. Excellent. Number of and visitors, V-I-S-I-T-O-R-S. Excellent, Dan. So all together we can say number of visitors. So before we even begin completing our line graph, we know that it's about the number of visitors to say like any type of place, a museum or a restaurant. Dan, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Dan, please, guys. So the next thing that our line graph needs, it needs to start having its lines. Now, what do we call the line that goes up on a graph, guys? Vertical axis, yes. So a vertical axis is simply a straight line that travels up. It goes from the bottom to the top. Normally we say a line, but when it comes to a graph, we call it an axis. Vertical line, vertical axis. So now we're going to have to give our vertical axis its title or its label. And the label will be the number of visitors. So let's see who can come forward and give it our label. Let's see. I know. Prel, come and join me at the front of class. So remember when we learned earlier or in the previous lesson, the vertical axis is always about numbers. So Prel will demonstrate how to give our scale. N-U-M-B-E-R. And then number of, and then visitors are people. So we can say number of people. O-P-L-E. P-L-E. Excellent, Prel. That's brilliant. So straight away we can see our vertical axis now has its label. Number of visitors also means number of people. So we're going to have our label here. Prel, that was brilliant. High five. Big round of applause for Prel, please, guys. But if our vertical axis is going to tell us a number of people or number of visitors means the same thing, what do we need going up the side of our vertical axis? We need a scale. Scale. A scale is the actual numbers that goes up so we can reference against how many visitors. And now I would like Nadia to come forward and draw the scale for us on our vertical axes. So all axes will start with what scale at the bottom, guys? 0. Yes. And then I think our scale, Nadia, can we go up, not in ones, but can we go 2, 4, 6? So our scale will go up in 2s because we get quite a lot of visitors to our shop. Excellent. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and we can go up to 20, 18, and 20. That's brilliant. So you see, Nadia has correctly drawn our scale for us. So we know that between 0 and 2, if it comes here, we know it's 1. If we go between 2 and 4 here, what number? 3. And between 4 and 6? 5. So we can still read all the information from the line graph. We don't have to write every number every time. Now, Nadia, that was brilliant. Big round of applause for Nadia too, guys. So that's our vertical axis very well taken care of. It has its label, it has its scale. But what do we call the line that goes along the bottom? Horizontal axis. Horizontal line or horizontal axis. So I will draw a horizontal line like this. It's quite straight. But are we ready to do anything with our line graph yet? No. We need our categories. And what we're doing with line graphs is we always use a period of time. So what we're going to look at is the number of visitors over 5 days of the week, Monday to Friday. So what I'd like Lakgau to do now is to come and draw the different days of the week under the horizontal scale or the horizontal axis. So the first day of the week will be Monday. And we don't have to write the whole day. We can just abbreviate M-O-N. And we know that's Monday. Excellent. And then Tuesday, T-U-E. Wednesday, W-E-D. Thursday, T-H-U-R. And then finally, Friday, F-R-I. Brilliant. So what we'll do the 5 days of the week. Our shop is closed on the weekend. So we're only looking at number of visitors from Monday through to Friday. And now we're ready to give our line graph its information. Lakgau, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Lakgau, please, guys. So remember in previous lessons we said if we've used a black marker to complete the line graph, what we want to do is use a different colour to show the data markers and the lines, because it gives the data a better impression and it's easier to read. So what I want to do now is I would like Pak Bung to come forward and draw the data markers on our line graph for us. So Pak Bung, come and join me. So remember, first of all, we do the little circles for the data markers. So let's think, guys. On Monday, how many visitors did we have to our shop?
8.
How many? 8. Okay, so let's find 8 on the scale, and then Monday, so we'll have a data marker here. Excellent. So now we know 8 people on Monday. But how about Tuesday? 14. Okay, we'll go with 14. Brilliant. Now, how about Wednesday? How many people on Wednesday? 16 on Wednesday. Okay, so we'll go to 16 on Wednesday. Nadia, how about Thursday? How many visitors on Thursday? 12 on Thursday. Okay. And then let's see. Pakbung, how many visitors will we have on Friday? 4. Okay, only 4 on Friday. Brilliant. So now we have our data markers. We can tell how many visitors visited our shop on the different days. But is it a line graph yet? No. What do we need for it to be a line graph? We need our lines. Yes. So Pakbung, what you can do now is you can start from Monday and you can start connecting the data markers with straight lines. So from Monday to Tuesday, we go from 8 to 14 visitors, then up to 16, but now the visitors start to go down. And then finally down to Friday, 4 visitors. So we can see, guys, when the visitors go up, the lines go up. But when the number of visitors go down, the lines go down. So we can say we started with 8 visitors on Monday, 14 on Tuesday, 16 on Wednesday. That was the busiest day. But then the numbers started to drop. 12 on Thursday and only 4 on Friday. Well, Pakbung, that was brilliant. Very well demonstrated. Big round of applause for Pakbung, please, guys. So that was a recap exercise of the previous math lesson when we learned how to read and draw our own line graphs. What we're going to do in today's lesson is we're moving on to look at a table. Now, it's a special type of table that we're going to learn about. It's called a, ready guys, two-way table. And the reason it's called a two-way table is because there are 2 different ways to read the information. So what we've got now is a PowerPoint presentation for our students to observe, listen to, and also practice speaking about two-way tables. So let's turn to look at the TV screen, guys. So let's take a look at today's PowerPoint presentation, reading two-way tables. Yes, and these tables are so called because there's 2 different ways to read them. We can either read the information going across ways, horizontal, or we can read the information going downwards, vertical. That's what we mean by 2 different ways. A two-way table presents the information of 2 sets of data. That's the good thing about a two-way table. We can do 2 sets of data at the same time. So instead of having to do 2 separate tables, have the 2 sets of information in just 1 table. We can read a two-way table from 2 directions. It can be read horizontally, from left to right. Like for example here, we have information going from left to right. Like snowmobiles, or do not like snowmobiles. Yes, so you can see the information going this way relates to the snowmobiles. Or it can be read vertically, going up and down. So if we take the table vertically, we can see that it's about like skateboards or do not like skateboards. And you can see at either end, whatever way we read it, we have totals. So for example, like snowmobiles, 80 and 25 gives a total of 105. If we read it horizontally, those that do not like snowmobiles, 45 and 10 equals 55. So you have to be careful about which information you're looking at to read the two-way table correctly. This two-way table shows the favorite sport to watch on television. So you can see the title. What is your favorite sport to watch on television? And there's 3 different sports to choose from. What are the sports, guys? Football, basketball, and baseball, okay? But there's 2 different categories of people. Males, which is boys and men. Females, which is girls and women. And you can see how the totals are at the bottom. So let's have a look at how to read the two-way table correctly. Look at football. How many males like football the most? 40. You see, by going to the category of football and males, we read across. There are 40 males whose favorite sport to watch is football. But how about females whose favorite sport is basketball? Well done, guys. Well read. You see, we go to the females category and we go past football. We go to the information for basketball. There are 16 females whose favorite sport to watch is basketball. Okay. And one more question. How many people's favorite sport is baseball? Now this time we're not looking at just males or females, total. Excellent, well done. You see, what we do, baseball. So we know 15 males and 45 females, but we're looking at the number of people. So that's everyone. And as you've correctly said, the number of people whose favorite sport to watch baseball is 60. Excellent. So you're reading a two-way table correctly. And you see here is another example of a two-way table. We have 2 different types of vehicles. SUV, which is a big Jeep type vehicle, and sports car. Now who can tell me how many males like sports car? So we go to male, reads across to sports car. 39 males. How many females like SUVs? 135. Excellent. We go to the female column and then find SUV. And then, how many people in total like sports cars? 84. Excellent. The sports car total, we go down, and then the total to read across, 84. So you see, the two-way tables show information going 2 ways. Any questions, guys? That was brilliant. Well done. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the PowerPoint presentation so that they can learn about two-way tables and begin to understand how to read them correctly. They're so called because we can read the information 2 ways, horizontally or vertically. And coming up, I've got a board demonstration for our students to understand more. But before then, guys, time for our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And for this sequence, we'll have a game of Teacher Says. So listen carefully. If Teacher Says, we can do Teacher doesn't say, don't do. Okay? So hands on head. Teacher says, touch your knees. Teacher says, hands on shoulders. Stand on one leg. Teacher says, stand on one leg. Teacher says, swap legs. Teacher says, swap arms. Swap legs again. Swap arms. Well done, guys. Teacher says, stand up straight. Teacher says, arms in the air. Teacher says, turn around. And back the other way. Teacher says, back the other way. Teacher says, jogging on the spot. Arms down. Teacher says, arms down. Arms forwards. Teacher never says. Teacher says, arms forwards. Teacher says, arms to your side. Teacher says, arms backwards. And stop. Teacher says, stop. And teacher says, arms by your sides. Teacher says, into a ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Teacher says, jump. Excellent, guys. And teacher says, please sit down. So now I will do a board demonstration of how to construct a two-way table so our students can learn how to read it correctly. So let's write that phrase on the board first. Two is T, W, O. Two-way, W-A-Y, and tables, T-A-B-L-E-S. Two-way tables. So like all graphs and charts, the first thing our two-way tables needs is a title. And what I'm going to do a two-way table about is favourite pets, because pets is something that we're used to using. So for our students to practice how to read it, we'll use favourite pets again. So favourite, F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E, and pets, P-E-T-S. So now we have our title, Favourite Pets. But what we need now is we need some different categories for our favourite pets. So who can give me the name of some different pets, guys? Cats. Okay, we'll go with cats. Let's have 3 different pets for 3 different categories. So cats, dogs, and fish. Cats, dogs, and fish. Okay, so we've got 3. We'll stay with 3. But what we want to know is we want to know about different people if they like different animals. So we're going to be asking boys, and we're also going to be asking girls. So we've got our pets along the top. We'll have our category 2 along the side. Boys. B-O-Y-S. And girls. G-I-R-L-S. Okay. So what we need now is when we've got the information, because it's a two-way table, we need the total at both sides. So we need a total here, and we need a total here, because we can read the information 2 ways. Okay, now let me turn it into a table so it looks a little better. So what we've got, we need some lines. So a line there. A line going across here. And we separate all the different types of information for boys, girls, and total. And also for the different pets. Okay, So what we've got now is a two-way table. We have the information about the boys and girls going horizontally and the information about the pets going the other way. So guys, can you help me to complete our two-way table? How many boys' favourite pets is cats? Will I keep it into single figures or two figures because we have to calculate how many? 10, okay. Now, how many boys' favourite pets are dogs? 35, okay. And how many boys' favourite pets are fish? 25, okay. Now, Lakgao, how many girls' favourite pets are cats? 52, okay. Nadia, how many girls' favourite pets are dogs? 70, okay. And how many girls' favourite pets are fish? 15, okay. So now we have our information. And what we can do now, using the information that we have on our table, we can work out the totals. So, first of all, let's work out the total number of boys that we asked. How many boys have favourite pets as cats? 10. How many dogs? How many fish? Okay, so can you add these three numbers together? What will you get? 70. So the total number of boys is 70. You see, we can read the table going this way to give us our total number of boys. How about girls who like cats? 52. How about girls who like dogs? 70. So far, that's 122. And then, how many girls like fish? 15. So 122 plus 15? 137. Excellent. Now, what we can do to find out the total number of boys and girls, 70 plus 137. How many boys and girls in total did we ask? 207. Excellent. So you see, that's one way to read our table. We know the number of boys and girls that we asked about the pets, but we can also go this way, two ways. Now let's work out about the pets. How many people had cats as their favourite pet? 10 plus 52, 62. How many people, boys and girls, had dogs as their favourite pets? 105. And finally, how many people had fish as their favourite? 40. Because 25 plus 15. So there you go. There's our two-way table. So if I ask you the question, how many girls' favourite pets is dogs? 70. We go to girls and we read across to dogs and we can find 70. How many boys' favourite pets are fish? 25. Fine boys, read across to fish. And one more, how many total people have a favourite pet of cats? 62. Boys and girls, total 62. And that's how we can design and read a two-way table correctly. Guys, that was well followed, well done. And now it's time for our worksheet part of the lesson. So teachers, make sure every student in your class gets their own worksheet. And what we want them to do is demonstrate their understanding of reading a two-way table correctly by looking at the information and answering the questions correctly. So remember guys, have a good look at the table first and then read the questions and answer them by writing in the spaces provided. But what's the first thing to do?
Write your name on top.
Names on top first. And give our students around 12 minutes for this activity. Help them with anything they need. So Pak Boom for you. Nadia for you. You're welcome. Frau, here's yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Down for you. You're welcome. And Lakgao for you. You're welcome. So names on top first, guys, and then have a look. This two-way table is about the cinema. Children attended the cinema. So attended means went to. How many female children? So find the female column. Where's female? So female, find children, read across. 23 is correct. Well done, guys. Adults attended the cinema. So not female children, male adults.
24.
Male and 24 adults, correct. Was the total of people at the cinema. So the total number, male and female, adults and children, everybody. Correct. Well done. You see, what we do is we go across to the totals, and the total of both adults and children, 92. Audience. Yeah, so how many children, male and female, means boys and girls. So male and female together, children. Yes, you see, children, so 15, male, 23, female, total, 38. Adults. Audience. Audience is the people who go. So all of the adults, male and female together. So let's find adults, 24 male, 30 female. So together, 54. Yes. And that's how you read the two-way table correctly. So we've got female children, 23, adult males, 24, total number. Excellent. Excellent, Anne, well done. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the worksheet exercise where they could demonstrate their understanding of how to read the two-way tables correctly by looking at the information about male and female and also children and adults to see what categories attended the cinema. My students here all did a brilliant job, so very well done, guys, well understood. And that's all we've got time for today. So we hope you've enjoyed the lesson and now understand more about two-way tables, how we can read the information one way, vertically, or two ways, horizontally. And we'll see you again soon for the next lesson. So can we turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you again soon.